What if I told you that a simple ingredient sitting in your kitchen right now holds one of the most powerful Jewish wealth secrets passed down through generations for thousands of years? Sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me, because by the time we finish today, you will never look at salt the same way again. Welcome to Wealth Secrets with Rabbi, where we uncover the hidden Torah teachings, Kabbalah wisdom, and ancient Jewish prosperity secrets that have guided Jewish families to abundance for centuries. Today we are diving deep into one of the most overlooked yet powerful ancient Jewish wealth rituals, putting salt in your shoes. Now, before you scroll away, hear me out, because this is not just some quirky life hack. This is ancient Jewish wisdom rooted in Torah teachings, Talmud, money wisdom, and Kabbalah prosperity secrets that rabbis have practiced and taught for thousands of years. So let us begin. Salt holds a sacred place in Jewish tradition. In the Torah, salt is mentioned repeatedly as a symbol of covenant blessing and divine protection. The Hebrew word for salt is melach, and in Kabbalah wisdom, salt carries powerful energetic properties that purify, protect, and attract abundance. In the Talmud, our rabbis teach that salt never spoils, just like the covenant between God and the Jewish people, making it a powerful symbol of eternal prosperity and generational wealth. For thousands of years, Jewish families have used salt in sacred rituals for prosperity. From salting bread on Shabbat to preserving food for survival, salt has always been at the center of Jewish life. But one of the most hidden and powerful Jewish wealth secrets passed down through generations is the ancient practice of placing salt in your shoes. Now you might be wondering, Rabbi, what does salt in shoes have to do with wealth? Let me share with you a beautiful story. There was once a merchant in Old Jerusalem named Moshe. Moshe was a hard-working man, but no matter how hard he worked, poverty followed him like a shadow. He struggled to provide for his family and felt the weight of financial stress crushing him every single day. One evening he visited a wise old rabbi and poured out his heart. The rabbi listened carefully, then smiled and said, "Moshe, tomorrow morning before you put on your shoes, sprinkle a pinch of coarse salt inside them, and with every step you take, remember that you walk on holy ground blessed by God." Moshe thought it was strange, but he trusted the rabbi. The next morning he sprinkled salt in his shoes and went about his day. Something felt different. With every step he felt more grounded, more focused, and more confident. His mind became clearer, his anxiety lifted, and opportunities he had never noticed before began appearing right in front of him. Within months, his business transformed, and his family knew abundance for the first time. Was it just the salt? No, it was the ancient Jewish wisdom behind it. Here is what the Kabbalah teaches us about this powerful practice. Salt is a natural crystal, deeply connected to the earth. In Kabbalistic teachings, salt absorbs negative energy, what we call ayin hara, or the evil eye, that blocks our path to prosperity. When we place salt in our shoes, we are creating a sacred protective barrier beneath our feet. With every step we take, we are literally walking on a foundation of spiritual protection and positive energy. The Torah teaches us that our feet carry us toward our destiny. When our path is clear of negative energy and spiritual blockages, our steps naturally lead us toward abundance, prosperity, and generational wealth. This is not superstition. This is ancient Jewish wealth wisdom, backed by thousands of years of Torah teachings and rabbi wisdom. The Talmud also teaches us about the importance of physical well-being in achieving prosperity. Salt naturally absorbs moisture, keeping your feet dry and comfortable. When our body feels good, our mind is sharp and focused. When our mind is sharp, we make better decisions. Better decisions lead to greater wealth. This is the biblical financial wisdom our rabbis have taught for generations, that physical, spiritual, and financial health are deeply connected. Now let me share with you exactly how to perform this ancient Jewish wealth ritual properly. First, select a pair of shoes you wear regularly. Your everyday shoes, work shoes, or walking shoes. Take a small pinch of coarse sea salt. Coarse salt is preferred in Jewish tradition, as it is the same salt used in sacred temple offerings. As you hold the salt in your hand, close your eyes and recite this simple Hebrew prayer. Yehi ratzon milfanecha. May it be your will, O God, to bless the work of my hands and guide my steps toward prosperity and abundance. Then sprinkle the salt evenly across the sole of each shoe. As you put on your shoes, take a deep breath and set your intention clearly in your mind. Visualize yourself walking toward financial freedom, generational wealth, and the abundant life God has promised His people in the Torah. As you walk throughout your day, pay attention to the subtle sensation beneath your feet. Let it serve as a constant reminder, just as the rabbi taught Moshe, that you walk on holy ground. That every step you take is guided by divine wisdom and ancient Jewish prosperity secrets. That you are not just walking through life, you are walking toward your blessing. The effects of this practice may feel subtle at first, but with consistency and faith, what the Torah calls emunah, you will begin to notice a shift. Your mind will feel clearer, your stress will begin to lift, opportunities will appear, relationships will improve, and slowly but surely, the generational wealth and abundance you have been seeking will begin to flow into your life. This is the power of ancient Jewish wealth secrets. This is the power of Torah wisdom. This is the power of walking in faith. Now I want to be clear. This practice works best when combined with the full body of Jewish wealth wisdom we teach on this channel. Putting salt in your shoes is just one piece of the puzzle. The Talmud teaches us that prosperity comes from combining spiritual practice with practical wisdom. So as you try this ancient ritual, also study the Torah wealth secrets and Kabbalah prosperity teachings we share on this channel every week. And if this video has opened your eyes to the power of ancient Jewish wisdom, I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried any Jewish wealth rituals or Hebrew prayers for prosperity? What has been your experience? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Before we close, let me leave you with this powerful verse from Proverbs, the book of biblical financial wisdom, written by King Solomon, the wealthiest man who ever lived. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. This is the foundation of all Jewish wealth secrets. When we align our steps, both physically and spiritually, with divine wisdom, our path to prosperity becomes clear and straight. So today, take that small pinch of salt, sprinkle it in your shoes, set your intention, say your prayer, and walk forward in faith, knowing that you carry the ancient Jewish wisdom of thousands of years beneath your feet. Thank you for joining me today on Wealth Secrets with Rabbi. If you found this valuable, please subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss another ancient Jewish prosperity secret. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this today. And remember, the wealth secrets the rabbis have taught for centuries are available to all who seek them with an open heart. Until next time, walk in blessing, walk in abundance, and walk in the ancient wisdom of our people. Shalom.